The gospel is a great way to start your day. And what better way to learn about it than from us here at Daily Gospel? Before starting with today's gospel, remember to subscribe and like, so we can continue making these videos. Share this video with everyone you think would love to hear and see this message from Jesus. We start with the Gospel of December 31st of this great year 2022. Reading of the day. A reading from the first letter of John. Children, it is the last hour. And just as you heard that the Antichrist was coming, so now many Antichrists have appeared. Thus we know this is the last hour. They went out from us, but they were not really of our number. If they had been, they would have remained with us. Their desertion shows that none of them was of our number. But you have the anointing that comes from the Holy One. And you all have knowledge. I write to you not because you do not know the truth, but because you do, and because every lie is alien to the truth. Gospel of the day. In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God. And the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came to be through him. And without him nothing came to be. What came to be through him was life. And this life was the light of the human race. The light shines in the darkness. And the darkness has not overcome it. A man named John was sent from God. He came for testimony, to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to testify to the light. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world. And the world came to be through him. But the world did not know him. He came to what was his own. But his own people did not accept him. But to those who did accept him, he gave power to become children of God. To those who believe in his name, who were born not by natural generation, nor by human choice nor by a man's decision, but of God. And the Word became flesh, and made his dwelling among us. And we saw his glory. The glory is of the Father's only begotten Son, full of grace and truth. John testified to him and cried out, saying, "This was he of whom I said, the one who is coming after me ranks ahead of me, because he existed before me." From his fullness we have all received grace in place of grace. Because while the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God. The only begotten Son, God, who is at the Father's side, has revealed him. Words of the Holy Father. He became flesh and never turned back. He did not put on our humanity like a garment that can be put on and taken off. No, he never detached himself from our flesh. And he will never be separated from it. Now and forever he is in heaven with his body made of human flesh. He has united himself forever to our humanity. We might say that he espoused himself to it. I like to think that when the Lord prays to the Father for us, he does not merely speak, he shows him the wounds of the flesh. He shows him the wounds he suffered for us. This is Jesus. With his flesh he is the intercessor. He wanted to bear even the signs of suffering. Jesus, with his flesh, is before the Father. Indeed, the Gospel says that he came to dwell among us. He did not come to visit us, and then leave. He came to dwell with us, to stay with us. With this great message from Jesus, we wish you a happy day. Remember that you help us a lot if you subscribe. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the Daily Gospel channel. Follow me.